Seeing you makes me happy, and I hope seeing me makes you happy too. Welcome to Roll to One. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm Jaden Miller, and we're playing a game. Seeing these group of humans makes me think of Macklemore, and that's just the truth. So without further ado, get ready for this morning's episode of Whispers of Old Harbor. Thank you. As the group deliberated on their immediate objectives, they ventured into the hospital's basement, unprepared for the grim discovery awaiting them. The room was a macabre gallery, bodies stacked in grotesque imitation of natural stalagmites. Dominating the scene was a vast, ceiling-bound entity, disgorging the remnants of a gruesome feast through multiple maws. Amidst this horror, one such creature lurked, ready to strike. In a moment of daring, Harry ascended the morbid mound, only to uncover a startling revelation behind a cascading veil of water. A realm previously glimpsed, marked by a lighthouse that once guided them. Amidst these tense atmospheres, a particularly aggressive entity, sprouting a multitude of legs, lunged at Charlie, its mouth a spiral of teeth. In his grasp, he held a limb adorned with a flower known for its healing properties, a beacon of hope in the heart of darkness. I need to play a song. There's a song somewhere in there. It's fine. We'll get there.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. So, muffin or cupcake?
Cupcake.
Muffin or cupcake?
I'm going to go with muffin.
Muffin or cupcake?
Cupcake.
Muffin or cupcake?
Sure, a cupcake.
I'm going to go with muffin as well. Now that we've broken the ice, let's address what's about to
Is
happen.
that our lunch order?
No, that's just me breaking the ice. I'm curious.
I was to say, is that relevant to what's going on?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So truth of the matter is, I have given up caffeine.
Really?
It's gone. I don't do it anymore. I'm going insane.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Did you look at a Minnie Mouth?
No.
You mean you weren't insane already?
Do you guys all drink caffeine regularly?
What do you think this is?
I actually drink a lot of I've been going to decaf or zero caffeine drinks a lot. I have it every once in a while.
I say at least 4 or 5 days a week I have coffee.
Yeah, I have tea, but it's like
Minimal.
sometimes it's not always. It's decaf tea too.
And how about you?
I drink soda and water.
So
Not together,
yes.
but
So
yes.
but okay, it's killing me, guys. I had like Sprite and Squirt and like all those like not
Squirt's
caffeine
good.
free. They're good. There's a
Squirt is so
grapefruit.
good.
I don't know if you've ever had it. It's a really good choice. If you don't like Sprite,
it's a
you can
Midwest
try it. It's pretty good. I had it in Iowa. They make it better in Iowa, I guess.
Really?
Oh,
No.
I thought it was. Oh,
I was like,
I thought it was
what?
just an Indiana thing.
The Midwest, you just acknowledged.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's by the 7-Up company, so it's wherever
is
they
it?
sell 7-Up.
Really?
Yep.
Well, 7-Up. Okay, so 7-Up, is it better or worse than Sprite and Squirt?
Well,
I
welcome to
prefer
Monster
Sprite.
of the Week, where we
Stop.
Review sodas.
Stop. This is the thing I'm starting to do.
Squirt is better than Sprite and 7-Up. Sprite and 7-Up are comparable to each other, I think.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
like Squirt more.
Yeah.
But if you don't like the grapefruit, then you're probably bound to like 7-Up more than Sprite. Because I think Sprite is stickier.
honestly, it's been such a long time since I've had 7-Up that I don't know if it's changed.
The last time I had 7-Up, I feel like they put more carbonation in it than they do for Sprite. So I feel like it has a little bit more of a,
Acidity.
not a literal spice, but like a spice to it from the carbonation.
So this creature lunges at you,
And I throw a spicy thigh in it.
and you throw a spicy thigh in it. Did you roll last week or no?
I rolled.
Yes.
I rolled. It was a
Yeah.
failure, so I used the luck to make it a
Yes.
So it
success.
wasn't ultimate
Yes,
success. Okay.
because I was not about to lose an arm trying to do this.
I thought we killed it.
So the reason I
We
bring
don't
this up,
know. We never found out.
Ended.
the reason I bring this up, is because in order to succeed on this, you need to imagine that this creature is both eating and drinking this object at the same time. Right? If you can imagine, like, it has what you're putting into its mouth becomes this bubbly, acidic texture and gets drank into the center, but as it hits the walls, it sort of gets crushed like a cupcake or a muffin, right? Just like this powdery aspect to it that just gets... It's weird
So
because it's like a vacuum.
So it's like the chocolate cake milkshake at Portillo's, not sponsored.
Kind of. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But in this context, it's more about like the transition into its mouth.
Okay.
So as it devours this thing, I don't have it in front of me because I don't think I need it anymore. But you hear this ding, this bell that goes off, and you just see the large anus in the center of the room expel its fluid. It's more like the mouth of Greedo from Star Wars. It's very like fly-esque.
yeah.
It kind of sticks out like a tube and sort of expels that way.
Have you seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Yeah, it's very Cloud with the Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Flims that have heard. The Flims that have heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love those movies. But yeah, it expels its meal. So, I guess what did you expect? What did you expect? What goes through your head as you're doing this? What did you expect this to be?
I expected it to consume the thigh in whatever manner it was going to, and within a few moments, collapse in death.
So, all right, that's good. That's what I needed. You expected this to work,
Yes.
and work it does. So you put this flower thigh into its mouth, and in like an instant moment, like a balloon held in your hand, it just goes and shrivels up real thin. The legs that were once, feet and leg and connecting to the center mass, its abdomen like a bug almost, and it sort of just shrivels up like you took a wet towel and twisted it. And out expunging from its body is this sort of slime, like the back end of an octopus on land, sort of just goes to the ground and shrivels, and it is dead.
Sweet.
But
Charlie just turns around and just goes, "Well, that worked out better than expected."
Harry is just gonna be in shock that that worked. Harry was very much expecting another fight, as they've had several times in the last several days. Then he's going to kind of still be on guard, kind of be looking around, see if what other threats may be lurking in the darkness.
Go ahead and read a bad situation.
Uh, 8.
Okay.
All right. So,
What are the rest of you doing while he is walking about? You guys are in the center of the room, avoiding the clear pile. Now, I will say, we talked about last time that there are people that when the bell goes off kind of come in and they sort of mop the center space, bring it into buckets, and then pull it away. So those people are continuing to do their thing. I'm just acknowledging that.
Yeah.
So that's not something that's stopped.
I want to go and I don't want to interact with them per se, but I want to see if I can see what effect they're under, other than just kind of that joy and that euphoric feeling that we've talked about.
Yeah. So you walk up to one, and they are taking, I guess, the handful into something that would be uncomfortable in real life, and they throw it in a bucket, and then they just get up and they walk over to the pile and they chuck it into the pile. Into a pile. Like, these piles are clearly now, as you understand, man-made piles.
Of
the stalagmite is
Of
they're
corpses.
dumping the bucket on these. So these piles have been created by them to organize the flesh.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm a little confused. I thought that the piles, and I could totally be, and there could have been two sets of piles, but there's a pile when we walked in that were like the mangled humans.
Yeah.
And then I thought there was a sludge. Was I interacting with the person going from the bodies to
it's all the same. It's all this it's gross.
For sure.
And they are making piles as well as the piles.
Okay,
And so
okay.
it's all just
Oh.
I want to try to see who's getting these piles from here to the next point? I don't have to do that alone.
No, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're
So-
looking at this person. And what was your question?
Are there any dangers we have not noticed?
Dangers we have not noticed. I will say, yes, the reason you're reading a bad situation is because this is uncomfortable, right?
Yes.
But you are in as far as you can understand, a moment of security. There's no immediate threat.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess once I kind of figure that out and assess that there's nothing else that's actively going to be trying to stab us or eat us or whatever horrors they can do, I will go with Sammy and kind of just assess what's going on with the people.
Charlie's probably going to take a breather because that was took a lot out of him to just go up there and do that. So he's just going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Actually, he'll double check if anybody else
I mean, I probably
needs
I'm still at. Oh no.
healed up
I'm good.
any.
Oh wait, is that the wrong one?
And if they do, he'll probably heal somebody if they're going to be wandering off without him, and then just take a.
I'm at 2.
Actually, I'll do 2 things.
All right, that's where we got today.
Who's got?
The hospital made us stable, and
Yeah.
then the day made us go down 1. And so you're at 1, and we're all at 2.
I'm at 1.
Who's got a
I
wet?
think I'm
I think he's healed.
Yeah, I'm healed.
Yeah, he's
I'm
fully
at
healed.
1.
So
Everybody should be good.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Back
In that
down to
case,
0?
then
No, everybody should be relatively fine.
Oh
Oh.
no, I think I'm at 1 or 2.
I think you should be at 1 because then he healed you.
Yeah, I
and
healed
that
you.
made
1.
your arm function.
I don't believe
So-
anybody's above 1.
Yeah.
Good shot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just forget it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're good.
Before you guys wander off, I'll get Harry to come over to me real quick, and I am gonna be like, "Hand me your gun,
Okay.
real quick." And I am going to try and make his gun have a bit more kick to it.
Okay.
You can do that.
Roll to use magic,
I
I
got
suppose.
guns too, bro.
That is a 12
Okay.
total. So
So it's the 10 plus result.
So
Not
that-
the advanced because we're not advanced.
Yep. Magic works without issue. So your gun gets a +1 harm and does magical damage as well.
Healed.
Boom. So what does that look like?
Woo.
That's.
That's quite nice.
I'll just kind of
I guess you have this little briefcase
yeah.
that is filled with a vast array of
All
things.
kinds of stuff.
So
yeah.
what do you do to it?
I will pull out a. You know what? We're gonna make it simple. I'm just gonna pull out a bottle of holy oil, say a blessing, drip it over the gun and into the barrels of your revolver, and say, "Here you go." And now your pistol, each of the bullet, and now your pistol does some holy damage. Nice.
Believe in the power of God. Take that.
Yep.
Sammy just looks at his pistol, and then at his Tommy gun.
You're next.
You can kill somebody with one punch. That's why I'm helping him out. You are literally one punch man.
One part. So +1. So additional harm and then magic.
Yes.
Okay.
And Charlie's going to take his breather.
All right. Cool. So, and then Harry will go and kind of assess the people with Sammy.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
This,
What are
I'm
you looking at?
going in front of this person's face. Just kind of gonna do like the while they're
Yeah.
staring.
So they like you start to do that, and they like hold your arm out.
Oh God.
Hold your arm out. They just like move it out of the way.
Oh.
And
Uh-oh.
it's like this it's like a little throw. It's like a little like
Okay, I want to go now. What? So I'll do that.
So they
then once
acknowledge
guys-
you is what I mean.
Yeah.
Cool. When those two have joined me, I'm gonna be like, let's see if we can follow. Let's see if we can follow where these piles go from here. we've got how the piles are made. That.
Yeah.
And then we got to find out how they get to the hospital.
Well, there's we know of 2 ways to get down here. The way that we came in from the stairs, and then I saw an elevator by which a couple nurses took the dead body from that surgery that I observed earlier.
And
Well,
you'd suspect that that's likely down the hall.
Yeah.
Like this is a wide room that if you imagine if somebody, an artist was going to depict this, it would just be, you'd see the piles and the flashlights, and then you'd kind of aim the flashlight down the hall, and it would just go dark at a certain point. Like your flashlight just wouldn't reach the back.
So I think that we should follow the
Because your flashlight is the only thing lighting the space.
Right.
follow the sludge piles.
Follow the yellow flush road.
Oh, yeah. Follow the yellow flush road. Follow the yellow flush road.
Okay. All right, Charlie, you good?
He literally just sat down on one of the piles because this not his first rodeo. So he gets up and he's like, all right, yeah, I'm fine, I guess. Yeah.
All right. I'll take the lead. Sammy, why don't you just keep an eye on things while I'm focused ahead?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So we're going to go down the hallway that's into the darkness, kind of the parts that we have not yet explored.
So you continue to move and navigate down these. The first thing that goes away is the sound of the washing water. And you look at the ceiling, and it is back to a standard hospital ceiling. There's no light, though. And you look around for a light switch, and one is not found. But what you do acknowledge is, as you see the wall looking for this light switch, right between where the water stops and the hospital begins, they are different walls. There is sort of a fade, a literal blur that fades the difference between those 2 wall textures.
Okay.
They are very similar, but they are not the same.
Okay.
Would it be the difference between a concrete cinder block or I guess it would have been brick at that time? Would it be the difference between brick and like paver stones, or like,
It would be the difference between if I was to draw it and it was to be real.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I don't want to see the difference in how it feels.
like, is there a barrier? Is there some sort of veil for, like, ahead of us, like where we can see it, and like would we pass through it to transition?
So you don't pass through
Anything?
anything.
It's just the walls.
Just the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna rub my hand on one side to feel.
It's warm. And then it's cold
Oh,
as you
it's-
touch the hospital.
I know it. Will you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I heard it a little bit ago. I try not to think about it.
Sorry, that sandwich is really acting.
All right.
That's you?
No.
All right. So, so I guess Harry will keep leading them down, just kind of see what all is going on down. So the water fades, the transition in the walls from warm to cold, whatever that implies. There's still no light, right?
Is the floor changing too?
Yeah. But it was hard to tell because it was super bloody and gross. And then as you walk in, it does fade into a different. It's the same floor. It's the same hospital floor, but
Yeah,
it's just
but it's
different.
just
It's
a
just,
little
off.
different.
You can see the fade. You can see the difference. The
It's-
textures don't line up, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Which was the side of flesh, the side we were coming from or
Yeah.
going into? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we were inside the beast, and now we are not inside the beast.
I just kind of look around and go, the ones of you that explored the hospital, does this area look familiar to anywhere you were earlier at all?
I didn't.
think so.
I didn't go down the elevator. I just saw the elevator that the nurses went down to take the body from the surgery. I assume that this is.
You guys have all seen TV shows where the hospital hallways look. Right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see a
yeah,
bunch
yeah,
of
yeah,
doors.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of doors. There's a bunch
Yeah.
of like it's the same thing. And then at the end of the hall, you shine your flashlight at the end of the hall, and it seems to be where an elevator would go.
Gotcha. I guess then Harry's just going to open a couple of the doors, just as they're passing them, just kind of checking out each room, see if there's any danger, or just kind of see what there is to see.
So you head into the sort of area,
Uh-huh.
and you open the first door. We'll say
Yeah.
right or left.
I'm gonna go on the right. Door on the right.
Okay. Sterile, clean. The smell hits first, obviously. Then you enter the space. It is new sheets, new appliances. The space is pristine. Something catches your eye because you're looking for movement, I'm sure. A human mind is constantly adjusting to
This environment.
keep itself safe.
Right.
Like an inchworm, the end of a tentacle makes its way towards you from the back end of the room, sort of coming in your direction, like it, like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
had,
yeah, yeah.
like you're a Japanese chef and you just finished your last. That is what's coming your way.
Interesting. Okay, and you said it's about the size of an inchworm, correct?
Yeah, it's like no bigger than that.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm imagining I just.
It's like,
Hey, yeah, gotcha.
you know.
Hey, Charlie, did you keep that vial that the flower was in?
Yes.
But can I have that really quick?
I passed that up to him.
And then Harry's gonna get out his pocket knife because he doesn't want to touch this thing because he has ideas of what it might be, and none of them are good.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, and he is going to do his best to try and get the
You're gonna
tentacle.
touch it?
No.
That's what the knife's
the
for.
part-
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
the-
why I have the knife. That's
Just
I have
stab
pocket
it
knife.
and
Yeah,
put it in.
because I ain't touching that thing.
It's your
With-
choice. Kick
I
some ass
wouldn't.
or act under pressure.
Um,
As it jumps.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna kick some ass. Let's see. Yeah, kick some ass just because act under pressure. I get no bonuses.
Can I help, and while he's doing that, and move the flashlight while he's going to get it?
I don't think that would count as a help out.
I tried. Sorry.
That's
No,
letting
no,
him.
no,
That's
you're
letting
good.
him do it all together. But if you want to
Yeah.
try to help out, you can try to
No, I mean
a little bit more. But expose yourself to the danger a little bit,
Okay.
if you'd like. No, I guess not. Okay.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Thanks. 10.
10.
So.
What's your extra effect?
I force them where I want them to go.
Good
Nice.
call.
You did.
You see this little tentacle end jump
Uh huh.
and then into the tube,
Yeah.
and it is submerged within. Now, it was going to cause harm anyway in this context. It would have caused one harm,
Right.
but you do not take one harm because you are you.
Right.
But I will tell you why.
Okay.
So it doesn't just jump straight in.
Uh-huh.
It fights a little bit.
Of
As you
course.
start to shove the cork down,
Uh-huh.
it twirls its other end around to where the tentacle kind of has this thing, and you start to put your thumb around it. You get touched, and
Yeah.
it's sort of like, it's like not not like the tentacle end, but like a symbiote. It begins to grab the edge of your skin and sort of work its way up your thumb.
Okay.
You sort of start to peel it back with your other thumb and push it in, and it's way more malleable and gelatin-like than you would have hoped.
Okay.
It's not quite as a solid object. It's more of like a sludge.
So it's like venom.
It's like an ooze, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. Well, that isn't the craziest thing I've seen in the last few days, but that's not cool. Charlie, do you have any tape or anything that we can?
That's a bag.
Yeah.
No.
It sort of moves around inside the tube.
Yeah.
Of all the things Charlie has in his bag, I'm going to make the choice that he does not have adhesive in there.
Well, can we? I
He'll
mean,
have
I guess look
everything
around
else.
for like medical wrapping.
Yeah.
Or-
You said so. This is like a sterile new room, so I'm gonna look around for some gauze.
Yeah, you can find some gauze.
I'm
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Wrap it.
I'm just gonna wrap it as tight as I can to make sure that the cork cannot come undone, and I'm gonna put it in one of my pockets just for later analysis and observation.
Okay, you have it.
All right. Should we check the other rooms? All right.
I'm following you.
All right. What do you think?
Just go across the hall.
Yes, yeah. Just, I guess, go. So, how many rooms in total from where we are to?
4.
4. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just check the one across the hall. So, the door on the left. First door on the left.
You hit something and it doesn't go very far.
Gotcha.
Like the door
Yeah.
opens about that much.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then hits something.
Gotcha.
Shine
Hey,
your light in there. What is it? What's it? Can you see anything?
yeah. Catherine, can you shine your light in?
I'll go up to it and start looking in.
See the back wall, similar sterile room, right?
Uh-huh.
You're kind of turning it around, angling it around. You sort of get a view of the inside of the room, and then you hear this like person at the other end of the room that like kind of gets up, and you see one of their eyes is so swollen, huge and red, it almost like pusses and hangs out of their face.
Why?
And you see this almost like large, like he looks like Squidward on one side of his face, as you see a
That's what I was
tentacle on the other arm,
Yep.
and then the other side of
Yep.
his body is very human-like,
Yep.
and he's got like half octopus zombie,
I'm gonna go. Nope.
and he's sort of like moving in your direction, and then he finally gets over to the edge right before he
And then
gets
look
to you.
close. Yeah.
Door is
blocking
closed.
The door?
Something.
I'm not
Probably
gonna
keep
check.
it in.
I'm not gonna look.
My guess is that the thing you have is probably infesting.
That is.
Creating many mouths.
That was not a mini mouth.
No.
No, but
It's,
what
it's
some
the,
type
it's the
of
pearls that are making the many mouths. This, I think, is a different creature.
yeah.
Gross. What's
Yeah.
next? Next room, boss.
Next
Gross.
door.
Next. No.
And the door is like secure, like it's gonna stay shut for now, at least. Correct. Okay.
We don't
Awesome.
know.
Okay.
Do you want to make sure it doesn't get out?
You got a magic gun.
I do have a magic gun.
Kill it.
No, I'm not talking about that. I can make sure that it can't get out of the room.
Okay. Well, let's. Yeah. Let's lock this door up and see what we can do with. Then we'll discuss whether we want to assess the other two rooms.
What's the goal here? Are we moving on to the back, or are we going in either of the rooms?
I'd continue on to see what's in
Yeah.
the other rooms,
Yeah.
but that's just me.
You guys go ahead and go on to the next rooms. I'm just going to do a thing to make sure that creature can't exit the room.
Okay, that
Okay.
for me is going to be making sure it doesn't exit the room is an act under pressure in this case.
Act under pressure. Okay.
Unless you have another thing in mind.
I literally have use magic that prevents a specific person, creature, or being from being able to...
Go ahead and use magic then. That's why I was saying unless you have another option.
Yeah.
And then anyone who's going to investigate one room at a time, one person can help out, one person can investigate a mystery, but each room will need an investigation.
Yes.
Let me see
eight,
what
so
I
it's
hold on.
imperfect.
My help out is pretty good.
All right. I
Let me acknowledge Charlie's magic real quick. So
My
Charlie,
investigate mystery is pretty
what do
good.
you do? What do you do,
11
Charlie, that
help you.
makes this room protected from?
I...
Oh no.
From the knowledge of runes that I had for a time there, I kind of remember one that was like a one that created barriers, and that's how like we broke through to get into that tunnel
Mm-hmm.
at the fishery. So I try and use that rune to be able to create a barrier in front of that door so nothing can get out.
Yeah, so you're barring this to that specific type of creature?
Yes, but I rolled an 8, so it's imperfect.
Okay.
You rolled a 12. I rolled a 13. Oh no, you get 2. Sorry,
So
I
it's a
forgot.
glitch.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 13.
Let me roll.
So you get.
I'm going to give you
I
your
got
choice.
10.
So yeah, you get an 11.
Cool.
Choice of...
I'm going to give you a choice of glitches. I'm
Okay.
going to say your choice is either your magic draws immediate unwelcome attention,
Okay.
it has a problem side effect,
Okay.
or you take 1 harm.
Since I tend to get hit real hard whenever I do get hit, I will choose... you know what? I'll make it interesting. Problematic side effect.
Okay. It has a problematic side effect.
Cool.
Done.
All right.
So you guys are
Yeah.
investigating the room.
She rolled a
11.
I rolled a 13 on my help out.
So, which door are you guys going to? Because I assume that you two are together and then I'm by myself.
The left one.
So you take
Yeah.
this room 3 and you look in it. You have investigates. You can ask questions. I believe it's your 2 questions.
Yeah.
So you open the room. It does open. It is similar in that it is a hospital room, right? So it's as you would expect. You know, we've all been to the doctor's office. We know what's in there. You have the thing that helps you lay back or sit up or depending, and then you have kind of the shelving, and then you have maybe some chairs in the corner of the room. It's similar to like a doctor's office, but in this case, it's got little machinery that would be a place where someone in recovery might be as well.
What's being concealed here?
What is being concealed here? So you guys just begin initially going through drawers. You're just looking around because this room, there's nothing really in it. But you begin looking through drawers, and you find files, you find doctor equipment, you find a number of things that you would expect. But then you find something that you don't expect. How do I phrase this to you? It's like a bucket, more like a urn or a bowl. It's ornate. And within is a very dark black liquid that almost sheens a purplish blue.
Is it watery? Is it viscous? Is it?
It does not seem to be moving, but you know it's liquid because of your reflection.
When we move it, does it like jello shake or does it?
It does not
move
seem
like
to
water?
jello shake. It seems to have like a milky quality. But it's black.
What can it do?
Are you I guess Catherine, what about this reminds you of your calligraphy inkwells? Like, do you do calligraphy? Does she
would
pride
think
herself
so.
on her penmanship?
Yeah.
So then that immediately would strike her as a use for this. Maybe it is ink. but what kind is up to your imagination.
Squid-like creatures are around. I'm guessing ink from them.
Those are your two questions.
Can I? Yeah, no. Is
I'll
there
say
anything
what?
in there that I can get like some of that in a vial?
Well, you have a bowl. You have a bowl of it.
I'm not gonna take the whole bowl.
Do you have a vial?
I don't think we have an extra one.
Not one that's empty, but
You're in,
you
a,
don't.
you're in a room full of doctor's equipment.
That's why I'm like, can I just
So, yeah,
grab
you
something
can grab
in
a
the
vial
room?
and take a.
And like, yeah, actually, can I take a syringe and like suck it into the syringe
Yeah.
and then?
Yeah, you have a syringe. You should write it down.
And then
You
put
have
it,
a
are you putting it in the vial
syringe.
after you syringe it, so you don't have to like make contact with the liquid.
Yeah.
You have a syringe of ink.
Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna syringe it out and then put it in a vial. Do
You have a
see-
vial of
so
ink.
I don't.
Either way, you have a thing of ink.
Okay. So I'm gonna watch Charlie do what he's doing just to make sure everything's good, and they are doing that, and then I'm gonna go over to the other room, and I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious than
Sure.
the other two, and I'm just going to kind of listen at the door first to see if I hear anything.
It worked out.
Thank you.
The other, okay, so currently 1/3 of the rooms does, so I'm gonna assume that the other room.
The door gets hit really hard.
See, what did I tell you?
I'm just saying it's funny because you picked that room,
I know.
and we picked the easy room.
Fair. So then Harry's just gonna step back and just kind of be ready, but definitely not open the door.
Okay.
All right, guys, we got another room that has something in it.
Why don't you shoot it with your magic gun?
Well, for one thing, we'd have to open the door. I'm not going to shoot blindly through the door. Okay. Do we want to try and kill/help out these people, or do we want to get out of here, or figure out how to begone whatever
I figure
sludge beast is back there?
I have a feeling if we take care of the whole issue, it'll take care of these minor issues as well.
Question for kind of out of game, but also in game. We threw that flower in the many mouth.
Yeah.
The many mouth died.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think it's gonna get all the way to the big thing?
I don't think so.
I think it was independent. I think it was more of a guardian.
It's
So where's the ingestion point?
That is a great
I
question.
thought that we figured out last time that the ingestion points
Was that?
were the mouths.
That's what I thought too. It was connected.
imagine
So-
something with so many mouths that it spreads across an entire city.
Yeah, but if one mouth eats poison, that mouth just died.
That would
Poi-
be that would be like you eating 1 grain of rat poison. It won't kill you. It'll make you feel ill for a moment, but it's not going to kill you.
The difference between medicine.
But like, if it was like like it's lethal. Like it's not a dosage percentage. It's legal. If you eat it, it's lethal.
It's all in the amount taken, because I mean, you could take.
Really? Okay, eat a leaf of that flower.
What? It's different for every type of medication. For all we know, it's more than enough to take care of one of them, but it's not enough to take care of a beast that's 20 times larger.
That has multiple mouths and multiple intake
I'm
points.
just confused.
It killed that part. That tentacle
Well,
is
no, yeah,
dead.
I got that part,
Yeah.
but like I thought,
Yeah.
I thought that like our plan was like, okay, we'll feed that flower to that thing, and then it'll digest it, and it'll kill the whole thing.
Well, it did.
That was our hypothesis going forward, and
We're walking towards the end of the hall as we're shooting this.
yeah.
Just to
So
clarify.
we leave the most dangerous looking room
Yes.
alone,
Yes.
avoiding the magic items. I'm just kidding.
Well, we got two.
I'm like, I got.
We got
some
two magic
ink.
items.
Well, no, I know, but like the scariest room in the dungeon is always the
Oh yeah.
He got a magic gun.
It's the deck of many things was in that room.
Oh, who knows? I'm just being silly, trying to get you to go in a room that might kill you.
I didn't say leave.
Oh, you want to go look in the room?
Kinda.
Okay.
Have at it.
All right.
We're all free to stand back and watch you do it.
All right, Sammy.
Can I have your magic gun?
Well,
just kidding.
what? if
I thought I had you there. I really did.
Do we want to see what's in the room? Do we want to?
Not particularly, no.
I
For
don't.
sure, I want to see what's in the room. And do I think it's a good idea? Absolutely not.
Are the doors solid wood, or are they ones that have like the frosted glass on the outside? Frosted glass in the middle of it.
I don't know. I would say in this case it might be more interesting to say it's got the frosted glass.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll miss all the doors do. We'll say.
Yeah.
It's difficult to see until you get really close.
Right. All right.
So
I'm not
here's
the one that
what
wants
he
to
did
see
though
it.
is he got up really close and then poof,
Yeah.
the door got slammed. That's the idea.
Did you
Right.
see anything?
I mean,
I'll
no.
get really close. I'm a big guy. Now I'm gonna.
There he goes.
What are you trying to do?
I just want to see
See-
what's in there.
Okay, go ahead and
There's
act under
movement.
pressure.
Yes. Ever roll.
I guess I'm a little bit more cautious.
10.
Okay. You do what you set out to do. You see what's in there. You look in the room. And you see what looks like the shape of something walking in circles around an operation table. Because that's all you can make out.
Yeah.
Through the frosted glass.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I stay there. Do I hear poof of the door again?
You do what you set out to do. You look
Yeah.
in. You're not haven't gotten his attention, if that's what you're wondering.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Sam.
I'll take a small step back.
It's almost as if like immediately you're looking quickly, your brain processes head turn almost instantly upon knocking it, and then the body hits in a delayed fashion. But you hear this slam to the door, kind of shakes a little bit.
Cool.
No.
Well, I think it's a bad thing. We should leave.
I agree.
Really?
I just wanted to see.
Thank you for verifying.
All right.
You're
Well,
welcome.
Yeah, we're not gonna open the door.
I like what Charlie was thinking. If we take care of the big problem, hopefully we'll take care of the smaller
Small.
problems.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
So, and Sammy, that was the hypothesis we were going under, that if we gave one flower to the thing, it would hopefully kill all of it. But obviously, that didn't work out.
You said an operating table?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking because I'm like, well, what about the black pearl?
Oh, so I still have a black pearl in one of my pockets.
The
But we
black
all four would probably need one.
I
need
think
If I were-
three.
everyone needs three
So
to
I think
ensure that
that-
we cannot be seen by the three eyes of.
I
Yep.
think that we should open the door.
I don't necessarily think that we're in a position to do that, but
We've got one
I'm
of the
intrigued.
flowers.
Okay.
We have four, but I would kind of like
I'm
to
not
keep
eating
some.
one of the. I'm not eating the goo. I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. Well,
what if it's shoved down?
Then
Not
I'll be happy
voluntarily.
for once. No,
Wow! Don't tell Lilith he said that.
All right. Door on your left is the elevator. Door on the right is this space. Where are we going?
Oh
left.
we're going to the elevator.
I think we have.
You go to the elevator. There is both an up and a down button.
no. Down. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes.
elevators always have an up and down.
No, they
If
don't.
it-
Bottom floors don't.
Always.
Not bottom.
Not in the 20s.
Okay.
Not today.
Well, I'm just acknowledging the truth of the matter.
Oh, wait, in the wall. I thought you meant in the elevator. Never mind. Sorry. Yes. Okay. So it's like, oh, that's. I didn't
I'd go
realize there was.
down.
I didn't realize there was a sub basement.
You haven't pressed to call for the elevator.
No, I know. But if there's a down button on the wall, that assumes that there is down. So, do we head down?
Down.
Do we head down, guys? All
I
right.
say down.
All right. We're gonna call for the elevator, and
Okay.
Can I have a magic gun, please?
You guys have seen. Hold on, give me real quick. You guys have seen the elevator dial, right?
Uh-huh.
That kind of has
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
like ticking, right?
Like
So
Tower of Terror.
right. This elevator is currently on floor 3. It's at the top, right? We've in the elevator. In the hospital, it's got 3 floors.
Yep.
In the basement, so I guess
Yep.
in this case it would be 4, right? But floor 1 is
Yeah.
Yeah.
ground level. You press the button, and you just hear ding, 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 and he gets to horizontal, which is where you are.
Sorry. Every time the elevator dings.
No, you can almost barely hear that. It's like really in the distance.
Got my gun ready.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
waiting for the door to open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you all standing in the space?
I don't know. I think.
I'm a few feet back from the elevator.
Yeah.
I think we all
I'm
are.
off to the side with my,
Yeah.
with my back to the wall in case somebody is on the elevator.
So who would be immediately visible?
I'll be the human shield.
You're probably
I'm
Sammy and
probably to
I.
the side, to the other side, just kind of waiting to see if, not quite back to the
So-
wall,
Oh,
but
no,
side.
I lied.
The elevator light is what you get in first, because right now it's pitch black except for the flashlights. Are they all on? Who's got a flashlight on?
I'll
Us
probably
two.
turn it off.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was gonna say
flashlight off?
when we hear it coming down, shut it off too. Yeah.
Flashlight off, goes to pitch black. You see the light, this yellow light, emerge from the center of this elevator. As you look down at the bottom of the light, you see and you look up and you see this like gurney. And then on the right and the left are two people wearing blue masked faces, masked like hospital-wise, and then strapped. Somebody having almost a seizure in the middle of this gurney as the door opens, and the two people grab this gurney and begin to walk out. Are you in the way?
Well, do they notice me when they get out?
They are moving the gurney. Are you in the way?
No,
Yeah.
Were you in,
No,
were you
no.
in front of the elevator door when it opened?
Yeah, I think.
I wasn't immediately to it. No, I was a little far back.
Right.
And so if they start to leave and don't notice me,
They
I
don't
get out
notice
of-
you
I get
immediately.
out of
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and act under pressure. 'Cause
And-
everybody else is like well hidden.
Oh, I mean, I'm
11.
behind
was kind
Sammy,
of-
but
yeah.
also.
Then act under pressure.
Yeah.
11.
Okay. You do what you set out to do, which is get away.
5.
Oh no.
So they're
experience.
walking, and
Yeah.
they just stop right next to where Harry's up against the wall. They just stop. Both of them turn their heads towards you, and you just hear.
Charlie comes out from the side where he was hiding and smacks one up across the head with his flashlight.
can-
Whoa!
do the
Roll
other?
kick some ass.
I thought about doing that too.
Let's
Yeah.
go
Alright,
for it.
roll
Let's
it.
go for
They're
it.
both on
Yeah,
both
roll
sides.
to kick some ass. That's
There is-
awesome.
There is a
Thing.
reason why he did that.
I'm going to prepare for whoever doesn't do well just to kind of play cleanup.
Yeah,
with
sure.
knockout.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, 9.
Okay.
8.
So you see as one of them kind of goes, and you just whack. How much does your flashlight do?
1 harm.
Yep.
1 harm.
Yep.
Okay. These are people. They're unsuspecting. I'm just going to go ahead and double it for fun.
Yeah.
They just get whack. They turn around, and one of them just goes and elbows, kind of Catherine,
no.
just a little bit. You take 1 harm.
Okay.
That's okay.
Bang! That guy's out.
And you walk up, go ahead and kick some ass. And what you rolled in
I got an 8.
You got an
Well,
8. So
I
yeah,
rolled a billion.
you pop this guy, and you're also going to take 1 harm as he kind of turns
Okay.
around. But you do 2 harm to him, and then you roll bam.
13.
Yeah, and you 100% do what you set out to do. I'm assuming you're not going to.
I'm going to suffer less harm. So I'm just going to do 2, but take 0.
Okay. Yeah.
And just kind of just bang, and hopefully just knock him out. Because
Yeah,
that
basically
would take
you
him
just
to that
you
state.
just boom knock him completely out cold. Actually I'm gonna give you the choice. You want to snap his neck?
Nope.
Okay, just whack. This person just drops. And then Charlie is kind of looking at that. What do you do?
I guess I go up to the guy that Sammy didn't.
Don't.
Did
So
not.
the one by
Yeah.
Catherine.
Yeah, the one by Catherine, and just kind of grapple them and try and subdue them rather than knock them out.
And as soon as I'm knocked out, I can come just helping to be that lift. Just
Right.
that. Be the
I'll say
pulley.
together you're able to just do that.
Yeah.
Now, so basically, you just grab him and you just shove him up to the hospital wall,
Uh-huh.
and then Sammy just kind of like kicks his legs together, sort of like his legs were kind of wide. He was ready to like start fighting back, and then you see him like extend his leg, and you just kick his leg. His ankle kind of gives farther than it should, and he drags his feet together, and one still sits off to the side.
And then I will join
Yeah.
with your hands and lift, and so this person's off the ground.
And so it's
Right.
like arm in the middle. Harry's got the lapels, and then
Yeah.
most of the body is being held up by Sammy's strength. And you guys have him at your disposal.
Then I'm just gonna.
And he just goes,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna look at him, just kind of see what he does, and as you so excellently acted out, he's just kind of scared. Do his eyes widen? Like, does he?
ooh, Catherine, he's not scared.
He's not scared.
He doesn't have the scared. That sound that's being made is more of like a Imagine the creepiest sound that a really dirty old dude could make at a strip club.
I can see his eyes, right?
Yeah.
So what are they?
Oh my.
What can I tell by his body
That's the worst thing
language?
we've heard in a week
What
now.
like can I tell that he's not
He's not
like
with it.
there?
He's not with it.
He is. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it only because you're a psychologist.
right?
No, actually, I take it back. Go ahead and roll plus sharp. I want to see how good you are at being able to tell. Give her an extra +1 because it's your expertise.
He's on the
Well, that's
pudding.
a bummer. 8.
What do you mean that's a bummer? That's what you need.
Oh.
An 8 is like you kind of get a glimpse. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to give you everything, but I'm just going
Yeah.
to give you what it is. This man is not present, but something is present through him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'll waste a flower. It's not wasting.
No.
But
if
would
this guy-
would he remember after? Like that's, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to waste it on somebody that like
Right.
won't remember. You know what I mean? In case one of us needs that. I don't want to waste it on somebody that we're not going to get anything out
Right.
of.
So, after kind of assessing him, seeing that he's not as much of a risk as someone else. Is it? Sorry.
Can we throw him in that one room that was
I-
empty?
That's what I was going to say. I'm just going to kind of relax my hold on him a little bit, see if he, like, what he does, how he reacts. Is he just kind of still just up against the wall, not really?
His ankle is broken. What do you mean? This man is not doing well.
Well, just because your ankle's broken doesn't mean you can't fight back.
I understand, but I'll just
Especially
say
if he's not there anyway.
he's not super present. I guess it
Okay.
just, are you trying to get through to him or are you going to move him? You're pretty much,
Right.
those are your options here.
Right.
He's not going to fight you.
Right. Okay.
He's like a track car that's been removed off its track.
Gotcha. Okay.
He had a job and he's been pulled away. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we should put these two in the empty room and see about the guy on the gurney.
The one that's seizing?
Y'all can do that. I'll examine the guy that's on the
Okay.
gurney.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sammy and I will
So,
throw those two into.
Catherine, can you help me out with this?
I'm gonna
Yes.
knock
And
that guy out.
Yeah, he's
Before we
cold.
leave.
He's gone. Boom.
Yeah.
Out.
What do we roll
more
to examine this guy?
All right.
Yep.
So you guys put the bodies.
In
The
the
bodies hit the
empty
floor. And
Yep. Yes, they do.
No.
Indeed.
you know who you are. You owe me $5. I had to work that in. Yeah, I know. I'm glad it worked. That was fun. Thank you for getting me there. So
Anytime.
You're welcome.
now you do that. They do hit the ground. And then the guy gets up and goes. "Ah."
The guy on the gurney.
And then you guys no.
No.
Close the door.
Oh, okay.
The guy in
Broken
the
ankle.
the guy in the gurney is like,
Unconscious.
Convulsing.
what are you trying to do?
Well,
Wha-
we saw the reaction with the interaction of that tentacle with Harry. I want to see if there is any evidence that there is some form of one of these creatures attached to this person's body.
Also,
That's a good idea.
do we also recognize this guy?
No.
Okay.
No, this
So
person is not.
random.
This person is not identified, other than they have like a little ring with a tag on their toe,
Got.
and it's a name you don't recognize.
Oh, so they were ready to
To
send
the
him off to the morgue.
Yeah.
And he's still alive. All right.
Or is he still alive, or was it a dead body that is being reanimated by the
Charlie,
little tentacle?
Charlie,
That's
go
true.
ahead and investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Can I help out?
Yes, of course you
I'll
can.
head over and make sure the elevator doesn't go anywhere.
Good idea.
Ooh.
And then Harry would just kind of.
Just kind of hold
What?
the door open button.
That is a
Right.
nice solid 10.
I did not help out.
But it's a 10. It is a 10 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So you
You
may
failed.
ask
You
your
get-
2 questions.
Taylor, I think you get
Yeah, experience.
experience
I get experience?
for failing.
What
So,
happens to me?
Nothing.
She fails.
You
to
were
help out.
you were
Yeah.
exposed to the danger. Should
Really?
there be any?
Oh, bummer.
what is being concealed here?
All right. You and Charlie are going through the body. You've done an autopsy before, just purely because of school.
Yeah.
And Charlie is not. He's a stranger to the human anatomy only in so that he's not you, right? Like you have this knowledge of the body that goes beyond what Charlie's capable of. So you acknowledge to him that first thing you do when you do an autopsy is you just see how they died. So you begin looking for puncture wounds. You begin looking for anything, but this guy's still alive. So you're like, what's going on?
He is moving.
Right.
Whether he's
so
alive or
you
not.
check his pulse. There's a pulse. You check his
I would
his eyes.
lift
his
his- yeah,
his
I would
eyes
check
are.
his
He's not
pupils.
present. He's not there. He's convulsing.
do they dilate?
They do not dilate.
Okay. That's
You
curious.
begin going down. You're looking for what's concealed here. You see his neck is swollen. You see, like, not that it was choked, but that he might have been force-fed something.
I was about to say, is it swollen like a bullfrog where it's all the way around, or like
Like
if
a
there's a
bullfrog.
bite somewhere?
Like a bullfrog.
Like a
Okay.
bullfrog.
And then you discover what's being concealed here, and it's likely in his stomach.
No.
I don't like that.
Nope. Catherine and I give each other a knowing look.
And Harry obviously can't see what they're seeing. It's like, why'd you guys give? What's that look? What's going on?
Well, we were informed by the Thaddeus that the best place to incubate a black pearl is in the human stomach.
Did they force feed? Is this one of the guys that they force fed pearl to?
It's not really a force fed, actually. It's like
Yeah, is there a pearl in his
Yes.
esophagus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we need to work fast. Either we need. This guy's gonna die either way.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how long it takes to incubate that. So Harry's looking like.
well, looking at him, I could say that we could, if we like from the past surgery that I witnessed,
Uh-huh.
I would say it's ready. Like I think Catherine's gonna go find in that empty room
Catherine goes to the empty
and
room,
grabs the stuff to start a surgery to
grabs
it.
what she needs,
takes it
She
out.
makes a single incision. She pulls up the gloves
Yeah. Harry's gonna
Starts
just
digging.
start helping out.
And pushes.
The process, it's simple. It's just
Yeah.
you go in, you cut, you pull open,
And
you
grab.
grab a pliers to grab something like a bullet out of an arm or something. But in this case, it is a black pearl that emerges in your clasps.
Yeah, and then I'll put it in like that tin.
Yeah,
Just-
shaped
just a
thing
little-
and-
Drops
Yeah.
it like you see.
And how does the guy react once we take it out?
I said, we
Yeah.
just cut
He
open his throat.
turns
He's
and is
dead.
no longer alive.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, if he stops seizing, and is screaming just because of the pain,
He
then
was not screaming throughout the
No.
entire
No, yeah,
He
I
was
get that.
already
Okay.
gone at that
He was
point.
being animated by the pearl.
I assumed, but
Good call. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, no, you said
Yeah.
that first.
Yeah, good question.
Good shot.
All right.
Shoves him in the other room with the people.
Now let me go back real quick, because that was what is being
concealed?
being concealed here. You
Yeah.
still have one more question if
Mhm.
you'd like to ask it about this scenario before we move on.
Oh yeah.
Because I could tell we were moving on. I was like, I don't think we're ready yet.
Sorry.
No.
No, it's good. This is the
Yeah.
one where I think Charlie's gonna have an epiphany while you all are talking. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, this is hard.
What sort of creature is it?
The epiphany you have is this all happened very quickly, and you understand that something can see you, right? Like the whole thing of needing the pearls is to block the thing from seeing you,
Yep.
which means that in some fashion it might.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of creature is it? Well, as Catherine pointed out, this was about to turn, but turn how? And why was it being brought here and in its living state? You had just recently removed the many mouth guarding this location, which means one would need to take its place. Seems rather fitting that it happened so quickly.
Huh.
Maybe you're being watched. What sort of creature was it? Would it have been? Is the question that you should have asked, but now have answered.
They were bringing in a replacement.
So the pearls that they put in people turn them into many mouths, and the many mouths
feed the entity.
Feed the entity, and the many mouths are unseen by the thing because of the pearl that they have, and then he realizes
I
that
don't think.
No, that's an appendage of the entity.
Yeah,
It's a part
but
of
we
it.
It's like
need the pearl.
it's like an eye, right? It's like if I put it.
Think
We use
hive
this.
mind.
Well, yeah, but it's like this is we talked about this sort of last time we did on Orbit to One, which you should watch by the way. It's kind of fun, but like an air tag. That pearl's like an air tag, and 3 cancels out the vision, right? Like that's the idea. So it's like the many mouths are trackable through these pearls, but as soon as you have 3, it can't see. It's too much interference for it to understand.
Like,
Is the idea?
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
EVP.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do we sit down here and let people continue to bring us pearls?
The elevator begins to close.
Oh no, I'm in there. Door open.
So now we have 2, right? This will be the second.
Up or down? Up or down?
Is this
We're
two or
going
three
down.
we have?
I think we just have 2. So
You could let the
I-
elevator go and
No, let's-
potentially deal with a different room, or we could.
let's go down.
Get in
Well,
and
Yeah.
go down.
Get
you
in.
press the elevator to go down, and you on the inside just hit down. It shouldn't work. Everything about this elevator tells you it shouldn't work, but it does go down, and we'll pick up there next time. Thank you so much for enjoying our conversation about muffins and cupcakes and what came afterward. See you next time on Roll to One.